Yeah, hello everybody. So we have Kshitij Kaushik with us. He's a student at the Elite Prep. He's an SRCC graduate, and let's leave it on him to discuss more about him and tell us more about himself. Yes, hi Kshitij.
Hello, ma'am, and rightly said by you. My name is Kshitij Kaushik, and I come from Sri Ram College of Commerce, University of Delhi, batch of 2024 graduate, and I pursued BCom honors from there. Post completing my journey with the Sri Ram College of Commerce, I started off as a financial services consultant at Grant Thornton Bharat LLP, and I have been working there since. I have worked across domains, starting with the FS consulting and then finally going out with the deal advisory. And I am currently handling one of the projects with the Sports Authority of India. So
Kshitij,
that's pretty much about my journey.
yeah, we want to know more about your SRCC journey. How difficult is it to get into the Sri Ram College of Commerce?
Talking about the difficulty, I would say that it's not difficult per se. It demands a lot of practice, hard work, and dedication. And having these three core things into yourself, and obviously a lot of manifestation also, one can actually nail it down and can get into SRCC or probably other good colleges also like Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies, Hans Raj, etc. So SRCC, definitely it's a brand name, but it's not the benchmark of being the brightest. It's all about how good of a person you are and how better you are able to develop your abilities to understand and think analytically.
Kshitij, what opportunities actually opened up after SRCC?
So, I would say that SRCC was definitely a turning point in my life. I got to be with one of the some of the best minds in the country for over a period of 3 years, and definitely that thing was also recognized by the corporates that actually came in to hire people, and specifically not even talking about corporates. Other than that. The avenues that the college opened with regards to higher education, with regards to the know-how, the technical know-how, the professors that we met, the peer group, obviously, that opened up a plethora of opportunities, I would say, with respect to building a circle within our peers, seniors, juniors, as well as with the faculty and obviously with the industry outside.
How was the environment there? How comfortable were you with, your college, your teachers, your peers, and everybody?
So the environment was just like any other school for that matter. There were a variety of students. Some people who came, everyone came in from different backgrounds. Some came in from a very small town in some city in the southern India, or someone would have been coming in from places in Leh Ladakh also. So I got to meet many people from across the country, and when it came down to my professors, even they had such backgrounds. No one came from any, I would say, a particular kind of niche place. Everyone had their own story, and yet unity and diversity was something that I experienced at SR. Everyone coming from different places and coexisting together, studying, playing, and whatnot. So I would say that it was quite right.
And what are you doing at the moment, Kshitij?
So, talking about what I am doing at the moment, like I am obviously preparing for CAT. That's that. Apart from that, I am working full time as a senior associate at Grant Thornton Bharat LLP. My current deployment is under the deal advisory, while I am working on a project with the Sports Authority of India.
So, what is exactly your profile?
So, talking about my profile, I happen to be a consultant at large, but when it comes down to the fact on what my core strengths are, I have worked across various domains, but my core profile revolves around finance. Starting off with financial services consulting, I got a know how of how fintechs, the emerging fintechs, I would say, work in the country and what their business models at large look like. And talking about how my role changed over time, I would suggest that starting with the fintech industry, I got to dive in deeper with regards to the finance sector itself. Working in the deal advisory, I got to actually study lot many financial statements, curate financial strategies, as well as curate models in order to predict how the future of a particular company, or which is obviously our client, would look like, and how we as consultants can help them in doing something better with that predictability.
Okay.
That with predictability.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You mentioned that you are preparing for CAT. For how long have you been preparing for the test, and how difficult, how engaging is it to prepare for an exam like CAT?
So, to be very honest, that this is going to be my fourth attempt on CAT for CAT, and uh, since it's my fourth attempt, it quite really sums up that I have been taking it for the past 3 years already, and yeah, it's quite engaging. I won't say that it's outright easy, obviously, but I could have gotten in the very first attempt altogether. But talking about the preparation, I think you have helped me a lot. I ended up boosting up my score last year to a very large extent, and henceforth I'm back studying studying by you and everything on that aspect. But talking about the exam at large, I think it's a different ball game altogether. Handling three sections, that is verbal ability and reading comprehension, data interpretation, and logical reasoning, and finally, last but not least, quantitative aptitude. These three sections give a holistic overview about a person, about how a person responds to various things that are put forth in front of him or her, and put in front of them. And finally, the kind of reactions that a person goes through while taking the exam defines how a person actually approaches when presented with a problem in times of stress. So I think the exam quite really tests that, and although I'm trying to develop my ability to ace it, but I really do hope that I end up scoring a really good score this year.
How much rigor is required to prepare for an exam like CAT, and does one have to put in a lot of hours every day?
Uh, I feel that a lot of hours do help, but at the same time, those hours should be constructive. That spending in 10 hours with the 4 or 5 hours, your mind swinging here and there, wouldn't help that much. Instead of a person spending 6 hours and poorly focusing on studies. So I believe that quality is better than quantity. Although quantity also matters, I wouldn't say that it's outright something that doesn't even like goes into consideration. But yeah, quality of time spent, that is something that matters more, I would say.
How did you find the teaching approach at the elite prep different from the way one would study on his or her own, or probably some other institutes, your university education, and at other places?
The first thing, like I will break that down into two or three aspects per se. First of all, the rigor. The rigor is something that is required, especially talking about competitive exams like CAT, the GMAT, etc. Rigor is something that is constantly required. Keeping a check on your own self, keeping a check on the preparation, and then constantly following up and trying to strive to achieve something better out of it. So the rigor is obviously there, and secondly, the more important aspect is the personal touch. When it comes down to it, someone having to cater to your own problems in the way that you want it to be catered to, that is something that I found of much better help here as compared to any other place.
Yeah, one last question to you. I want you to give a message to the students who are preparing for such competitive exams, and one message for parents also.
Okay. Well, technically, that's something that is difficult since I'm preparing for it myself. But talking about it, I would say that to all the students who are preparing for it, just stay dedicated, prepare hard, work hard, and obviously, if whenever stressed, take a stroll outside, play, follow your hobbies, and enjoy the preparation, because this is that time that you are going to cherish throughout your life. Success is important, but the more important thing is that you enjoy the ride. you do not take the pressure of hitting the bullseye right at this point, but at the same time you follow your hobbies, you stay fresh, and then go and ace the exam. And for the parents, I would say quite in Hindi कि टेंशन ना ले, सब हो जाता है. Just be there, support your child, and obviously keep a check. Obviously, that's something that parents do, and encourage your child, work with them, and you will see that you collectively grow as a family.
Such a heartening conversation it was, Kshitij. I mean, to listen to you is always, such an energetic and enthusiastic experience. Yeah, thank you for giving time to us. Thank you very much.